We're going to share a little bit of deep wisdom and a little bit of the magic of Kabbalah. What is the essence of Kabbalah, and what is Kabbalah giving a person in this world? Kabbalah is something that is much deeper and much more powerful than basic self-help or any methodology or philosophy or even spirituality that we've learned in this world. Kabbalah actually goes to the essence of the soul and helps awaken within this person the consciousness that he or she needs to achieve any kind of miracle in this world, to achieve any kind of fulfillment in this world, and most importantly, to achieve any kind of transformation in this world. The essence of Kabbalah is founded on one concept, one precept, that there is a force called the light of the Creator, and this light includes all the fulfillment we can imagine. So any energy of fulfillment that you've ever experienced, from the joy of a hug, to the taste of chocolate, to a kiss, to accomplishing a business deal, to achieving something huge in your life, to overcoming some kind of difficulty. All those pleasures in life, when you put them all together, this is considered the light of the Creator. And our goal, the goal of every soul in this world, is to go from the place that they are and to achieve a union, a connection with the light of the Creator. The unhappiness most people experience, the pain people have, the fact that you experience something that you dislike, that someone insults you, you lose something, you lose a job, you lose a relationship, you don't like the way you look, you're not motivated, you're tired, you feel unliked, you feel that there's a lot of burden on you. All of the negative feelings of life is simply a result of a disconnection from the light of the Creator. So everything we're looking for life is actually a connection to that light. And everything that causes us pain and discomfort and lack and emptiness is a disconnection from that light. All the secrets of Kabbalah since the beginning of time is to teach us how to connect to that light. Unfortunately, in today's society, in the modern day world, even if you're altruistic, even if you're sharing, even if you're caring, even if you're environmentally friendly, even if you're spiritual, even if you meditate, and even if you're a nice guy, all those things may not translate or equal a connection to the light of the Creator. How does a person connect with that light? That is something very unique. What I want to share now is actually not such a simple concept, but a little bit of a deeper concept of how the Kabbalists teach us one way that we can connect to the light of the Creator, and some things that we should and must watch out for so that we don't disconnect from the light of the Creator. The great Kabbalists share that the way a human being or a soul in this world connects themselves to that light of the Creator, and as a result, fulfillment comes in their life, both spiritual fulfillment and physical fulfillment, if it's wealth, if it's opportunity, if it's just an inner feeling of peace, all of that is the light, and that light comes in after one essential thing that a person does, and that is transformation. That is a transformation of what's called the desire to receive for the self alone. Some people call it the ego. Some people call it selfishness. A person, through the study of Kabbalah, learns what that is to them. They learn what is the thing that they need to correct. They learn what are the issues that they have, the problems they have, the fears they have, the lacks they have. And the transformation of those things, in even the most subtle ways, is what connects a person to the light of the Creator. And let's bring an example of what we would want to do in a situation between, let's say, a person and a client, that they're trying to influence them to buy their product. What we would do in this type of a scenario to connect with that light. What do most people do? Most people have a desire. My desire is I want to sell this product. My desire is I want this person to buy what I'm giving. Now, in my mind, my product is a good product. It'll help them, and I feel like they should have it. Even though that's true, even though my product will help them, there's another force in me that is in control. What is this force? It is my desire to receive for the self alone. The fact that I want for me to sell this product. The fact that I want my money. I want wealth. I want recognition. I want all the amazing things that will happen once I sell this product. I want to be in the top of my game. I want to be the top salesman. I want to be the most recognized. All those other forces are playing within me. Yes, I also have a product that I want to share, and I want them to buy, and I want them to be helped with and transform from. Yes, that's also true. There is an altruistic aspect to it, but there's an aspect of myself which is called desire to receive for the self alone. And that could translate as neediness, as dependency. For example, when you tell the person the price of the product, and you're looking at them, and you're all of a sudden there's a moment of limbo, a moment of suspended animation where you're feeling needy, feeling dependent. I hope they buy it. I hope they take the product. That is my desire to receive for the self alone. And if you realize it, in most of our relationships, not just with a client, but with a spouse, with a girlfriend, with people we meet on the street, we have this element of the desire to receive for the self alone that is playing and ruling our consciousness and ruling our lives and ruling our essence. It's ruling us. Most people don't think it's such a big deal. Most people think that other people won't notice it. Most people think, well, I'm selfish, but that's just inside of me and nobody will feel it. And maybe that's true. But the Kabbalists teach, if you really want to be successful, in a long-term way, in an infinite way, that will forever be that this product is sold to every client, that forever this client in front of you will want to be with you, will want to buy from you, will want to be connected to you. If you want to achieve this state of forever, of infinite energy, you must connect with the light at that moment. The Kabbalist teaches there's something we do at this moment, a transformation we do in this interaction with the client, that I take responsibility for my desire to receive for the self alone. I shut it down. I don't let it play into my role with this client. For example, most people come into a meeting and, like a chess game, from A to Z have it planned out how I'm going to get them to buy. That is my objective. But what's really happening? I'm not entering the meeting looking to connect with the light, to transform myself. I'm entering the meeting looking to sell a product. And I have it all mapped out how I'm going to manipulate to sell this product. Some people who are very smart and very talented know exactly what to do to make someone buy. So what do? They achieve their objective. They get the client to buy. They think, I got the money, I'm successful. The Kabbalists will say no, because you didn't do anything to transform your desire to receive. You just manipulated the person to get them the product. Even if the product helps them, there's still a manipulation involved. Which means that eventually that will backfire in your face. Eventually the money you got will actually not make you satisfied. The money you got will actually cause you to buy something that's not good for you. That client eventually will leave and feel they were taken advantage of. Somewhere down the road they'll feel an energy. They won't even know what it is. They'll just feel, you know what, I don't really like that guy. That guy who sold me, I feel, you know what, he sold me. I don't feel he really cared about me. And then that energy ends. That manipulation will only take you so far. And then what we do is we find ourselves always trying to get people to do what we want them to do for us, but it doesn't last. The energy doesn't last, and I'm not fulfilled. While the Kabbalists would say, in this meeting, don't try to sell them from A to Z. Don't try to take your desire to receive and pressure them and get them to do what you want. Instead, find a way to transform your nature within the meeting. Which is, if I'm usually an aggressive person that wants to sell, maybe instead I'll let go and I'll give the control to the client. Again, I'm not trying to trick them. I'm just trying not to listen to my selfishness. If my selfishness says, say something to get them to like you, say something to get them to be happy with you, that's all about me. Go against it. Do restriction. Say no. I'm not going to listen to that voice. By saying no, I release a spark of light. That spark of light goes into your client. Your client looks at you and says, wow, there's something about you that's really powerful. I don't even know what it is. And I trust you. And guess what? Because that's the light that you just revealed, and the light is infinite, that spark of light will then go somewhere else, to another client. And that spark of light will circle the world forever. Because light cannot be destroyed. Our job is to keep creating these sparks of light. That is true success, that is true fulfillment, that is true peace, outside and inside. But if all I'm doing is trying to make things happen with my talent, with my words, with my ability, with my jokes, maybe it'll seem like I'm successful for the moment, but in the end I'll be destroyed. Every interaction needs to be done with transformation and for me to find how I can connect with my light. And I'll give you another example. Let's say you enter a meeting and you feel really insecure. You feel really insecure. Your selfishness wants to say something to flatter you, to say something to make yourself look good, so that the person will respect you. Go against this urge. Do restriction on this urge. Forget about trying to get them to like you, because that's only satisfying your desire to receive for the self alone. But the professional says, no, get them to like you so you can sell the product. That doesn't work. Even if you sell the product, that's temporary. That's not light. That's not going to create success in every plane and region in the world for you. That might make you win this battle right here, get them to buy what you want right here, but it doesn't last. Instead, go against the urge to make yourself look good and just let it go. Move on to another subject. And you'll see that that restriction on your selfishness reveals a spark of light that emanates and enters the person. And you know what? Maybe it won't enter the person, but will enter another 10 clients. Maybe that client won't buy from you, but it's not a failure because you transformed yourself. You went against your selfishness. And as a result, light was revealed that will go to someone else. That will go to someone else. And there's one more concept that is very popular and powerful. It's the concept that my mind, my visualization, as long as I really believe in it and have certainty, and I visualize the outcome I want, I will draw it to me. For example, I'm sitting with a prospective buyer, and in my mind I keep visualizing and desiring, I want you to buy my product. I want you to buy my product. What happens is, then they buy the product and you go, wow, this really works. I want to use it all the time. And that's a pretty popular belief system in the world today. But the Kabbalists share that while that works in a temporary way, that is actually a very impure thing to do, and it will eventually cause us chaos in some way or another. Why? Because my mind is powerful. My desire to receive for the self alone is a powerful force. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm saying, I believe the best thing for you is to buy the product. So I'm injecting, impressing, forcing my desire to receive for the self alone onto you. And I'm influencing you. I'm basically taking away your free will, and I'm influencing you to buy my product. How dare me? How dare we? How dare I take my selfishness and impress it upon you? How dare I take my consciousness and penetrate your consciousness and take away your free will and cause you to want my product? This is not the light. This is not the light emanating from me to you. This is me and my ego being thrust upon you via consciousness, causing you to buy my product. And what happens is eventually the person didn't choose from himself. He didn't awaken his own creative abilities. He was kind of forced to. But because it happens in a very intangible way, we think it's okay. We don't realize that that's not the way to get things done. Again, the way I can be truly successful is to restrict those tendencies. Yes, I want you to buy the product, but now I let go, forcing you to buy it. Yes, I want to be successful. Yes, I want wealth. Yes, I want to sell what I have. But I need to immediately want it and then let it go. I need to do restriction. I need to restrict my selfishness. And through that restriction, I create the light that will then go to you. Then the light will tell you if you should buy the product or not. And guess what? Maybe the person shouldn't buy the product. And we need to be okay with that. A truly successful businessman is one who cares about everyone, not one who tries to sell to everyone. And this is a very high level of thinking that we can use in every aspect of our life. Everywhere we go, I need to have one focus and one desire. Am I revealing the light of the Creator at this moment? Because if I am, I will be successful in everywhere I go and everything I do. If I'm just using business tactics, talent, manipulation, flattery, charisma to get what I want, it will happen for a moment and then it will die away. It will happen for a moment and then my world will turn upside down. People will seem to like me and then they'll feel that I'm just selfish. They'll seem to like me and then they'll all of a sudden think, you know what? I don't really believe in that guy. You know what? I don't really want to follow that guy. People follow the light. People are attracted to the light. Our power, our ability is to get to a place that all we do is reveal the light. And that is how we will be so successful. More successful than we could ever be just using our talents, just using our physical abilities. That is very small. The purpose of Kabbalah is to help us achieve this place that everywhere I go, everything I do, and everything I say is there to reveal the sparks of the light of the Creator. And as a result, bring complete fulfillment into my life.